I got to put down my non-denominational energy substance that I don't want to put on camera. Yeah, so welcome everybody to Coffee Ketchup. I can't wait for next year. Like, I know, damn it, you know what? Let's just look at some self-reflection here this morning on this fine Sunday morning for ReaperCon 2024. Um, you know, Saturday night is kind of the capstone for ReaperCon, and Sunday is a travel day for most people and a kind of a feedback day. Um, Peruvian marching powder. It's kind of a way to. It's a day to collect your entries, get your feedback, wrap up all the tidy loose ends that you have, and get organized and go home. That's kind of what Sunday is, and I think I'm okay with that. The past couple of years I was like, man, we really need to do something on Sunday. Like Sunday needs something. It has the auction, but it needs something. But the more that I look at it, and the more that I talk to people, I think it's fine that Saturday is like it's a day to recover and a day to like clean up everything and tidy your loose ends. So I don't think it needs something big. The MSP is a good way to end, quote unquote, end the official ReaperCon. And then Sunday is just a chill day, which is it's honestly really nice because I woke up feeling like crap this morning. Not because I feel sick or anything like that. I am just tired, As the con goes on, you stay up later and later, you wake up earlier and earlier, yada, yada, yada. But I've got a lot of good feedback from people. So this year I did a survey because normally I always ask for feedback, like, oh, what would you like to, on the forums or on the Discord, here's a little section, write all your feedback. But it's not anonymous, and, people can see your name and things like that. Sometimes that matters, and, people care about that sometimes. Sometimes they might be too nervous to say something. But this year, I did a survey with a ribbon, surveyor ribbon. I have one in my pocket. Oh, it's over here. So I have a surveyor ribbon that is right here. You can see it in chat. It's a little yellow surveyor ribbon for my yellow Crocs. And so I did a thing where if people filled out the survey, then they would get a surveyor ribbon. And so a lot of people gave me good feedback that I've been reading and looking at, and hopefully more people do it. So there's that. But it's been really nice. Plus, I've been talking to people like, they come up to me and they say, I have these suggestions, or I like what you changed here, and I like what you did here. The security cameras were a smashing success. This year I only had 4, and I think next year we're going to bump it up maybe a little bit if I can figure out like a grid system and things like that for how to connect them all and put them around the building in certain areas, looking at blind spots and where they need to be and things like that. But we had one instance of thievery here, and it wasn't even that big of a deal because the Reaper booth has scanners, and that's what they use to scan all of the, when you come shopping. And when they came in on Saturday morning, they were missing a scanner. And so I was scrubbing through the footage of all the security cameras, and I was looking, and I was ×4 speed, and I was seeing like Ron go back there. He would stay there for a second, and then Kevin would go back there and go for a second. And then I was like, I don't see anybody. And then I saw somebody from the MSP go over there and grab a scanner, because the Master Series Paint Open, they use scanners because they have barcodes, but one of their scanners broke, and they were supposed to bring it back, but they were doing judging that night. So they didn't. So they forgot. And so that's all. It was nothing nefarious, and so that's good. So from what I've heard from everybody, there has been nothing amiss from what I can tell or hear. So I think the security cameras did their job, is what I think. Plus, having the security shift walking around, it's just a deterrent. Just having them walking around so people can see them and they're in the areas, it just feels a little bit safer. I have a lot of changes I'll make next year. I have some feedback There's a couple of people here that are in like special forces, or they've done like reconnaissance and surveillance. I think one guy said he was from the FBI. I won't say his name, but he's like, hey, I'm gonna write you an email. I have some feedback for the security stuff. And I was like, please do. I appreciate it. So that's been good. So overall, I think it's been a good con. I don't know the final numbers for attendance yet, but from what I'm hearing from everybody and what I'm feeling, is that everything is about the same as last year. So everything is kind of about the same. I've heard from some of the vendors that things are a little down compared to previous years. Some vendors are up. Some people are, kind of what they normally are at ReaperCon. So it seems like it's a little bit kind of all over the place. Just to be a little bit transparent, because I've been transparent all weekend, that our booth, our Reaper booth, is a little bit down compared to previous years. And we're chalking it up to, maybe people don't have a lot of spending money or, things like that. But we also didn't do a big box this year. Like, we didn't do a big, boxed bundle. We basically just made a bunch of new releases. And that way people can go through and piecemeal, I want this one, I want this one, I want this one, instead of putting them all in a big box and you have to buy the big box and things like that. So, which is fine. But it is a little bit down compared to previous years, which is okay. So, yeah, the attendance feels pretty good. Last night during the MSP, there was a lot of chairs that were put on the left and right. There was a lot of people sitting in the back in their chairs. It looked like everybody was sitting. There might have been a few people standing, but that was probably, I think, on their own volition, because I did see a few open chairs over here on the right and things like that. But overall, the main ballroom was really nice. Our speaker system was really nice this year. So no hiccups with the stream, or with the slideshow for the MSP, if you watched it. The audio was good. Our batteries didn't die. So we started a little bit late, but that's the case for every year. But I don't know for sure, but I think it might have been the fastest MSP we've ever done. So I think, because we started late and we ended under the 2-hour mark of when we were supposed to start. So I think it was fast. So it was quick. They were flying through those names and submissions. So it was good for that. And then everybody got to just hang out and go get their submissions and talk to the judges and go do their stuff, And so that was the one thing that I think in previous years people were like, oh, the MSP is too long and things like that, which we've been trying to get it tighter and shorter for the past couple of years. So, which I think we were successful. So that's why we moved the Hall of Fame into the meet and greet. So we did that, we moved that over, and it kind of tightened it up a little bit over there. And the meet and greet was phenomenal. Probably the best food we've had at a meet and greet. And the vibes were really good. The room was nice. And we had like a Reaper Live kind of style thing on the stage, so trying to make more of the meet and greet. Dave told the story about how it started and what it became, and so now it's trying to become more of an official thing for the con, which I love. It's a cool story, and I think it was very successful, me personally. Yeah, we got a lot of things, the table contest, the gummy bear contest. Oh man, you know what? That's what I should have grabbed. I should have grabbed pictures from dang it, okay, I'm gonna put that in my notes. Next year, for Sunday, we can talk about the gummy bear contest, because it happens after the MSP, and I think that's a good thing that we can talk about on Sunday morning. So, yeah. It's kind of funny because, I could take notes and do all this other stuff, but if I do coffee Ketchup on Sunday, I can just talk to the camera with my stream of consciousness, and I have it recorded, so. Yes, Iffy, we did that last year. So Iffy said that we had 2 people reading off the awards, and that I think that is an attributing factor, because Anne can take a break, drink some water, lubricate her vocal cords, and then Derek can talk for a little bit, and they can swap back and forth. Also, I don't know if you noticed, but they seemed to have gone through all of the names in the MSP and gave the hard names to Derek. I noticed that last night. So all of the like hard to pronounce names they gave to Derek. So I thought that was pretty funny. So, and he did a great job. I don't know if he goes to the people and to ask them how do I say this, or he's just naturally good. I think he's just naturally good at pronunciation and seeing things like that. You liked seeing the mini as it was awarded? Yes. So I mean, for the stream, so you guys at home, the way that it looked is generally how we show it to the audience that's here. Because we have these two big projectors, and normally we project what is being streamed onto them. And so it did look, it looks a little weird if you're here at ReaperCon. But this year we have a lot more control with how we split things and how we show things. So it was just the slideshow on the projectors, which was great. We had better lighting this year in the main hall, so the projectors were popping really good. It was honestly really good. All of the changes that seemed to happen were pretty good. There are some things that need some work and things like that, but we're working on it. We're a small little company doing our ReaperCon, and you know what? It gets better and better every year. Aspects change, things get better. Some things, sometimes they get worse, but we fix them. It is how it goes. So we're trying, and that's what I want to do for keep doing going forward, is making things better and adjusting and things like that. So I overall very pleased. I've been very nervous, just because ReaperCon makes you nervous. I'm like today, my day is kind of light. I have an interview with Midnight Heroes coming up shortly after this at 11 is generally when that's going to be. So I have Midnight Heroes coming on, and then the auction. But we don't have Chris Marquardt here this year. So Chris Marquardt is normally the man who does the auction, because he has some auctioneer practice and training, and he's been doing it for a long time. And he does the 500, 550, those things. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, all the really quick auctioneer stuff. So I'm hoping that I can see the audience and catch everything. So I'm just nervous about that because I'm doing it this year. And so once that's over, we're gonna hit the ground running, packing everything up. So, and then we gotta go back home. And then it's back to normal Reaper life. Denmark. Hey, Johnny, welcome. I want to visit Denmark one day. And speaking of Denmark, I know we talked about it on a few streams a couple days ago, but Trashorama, you guys know, one of our moderators, Trash, he had the idea of getting a big world map with a bunch of pins, and then you can pin where you're from, like where in the world you're from, and it's been awesome. So I don't know. I'm going to ask people what they think. Like, is it something we should do every year? And should we do anything with the map at the end? One of my first thoughts is that we can hang that map up at ReaperCon or at Reaper Miniatures headquarters. Like, just put it on a wall or frame it and put like ReaperCon 2024. But then, what about 5 years down the line and you're just going to have the same, not the same map, but I just don't know if it'll get kind of, oh, thanks, Johnny. I just don't know if it'll get kind of, I don't know. I don't know what the vibe is like for it, but it sounds interesting and I kind of want to do that. So take that map that we got this year and frame it. So yeah. Johnny Franson says that he was a tester for Warlord 2. Interesting. Warlord 2 was, I think, slightly before when I started at Reaper. So it's been more than 14 years since that, I think, Johnny. So welcome. I hope you can make it to ReaperCon at some point. Have you ever been? I hope you come. You can put your pin in the Denmark part of the map, which would be exciting. Ribbons. Ribbons, I think, was a big success for this year. So it's a big success every year. But over the past couple of years, there's been a big exponential curve in the amount of ribbons. So, like a huge amount of ribbons, like they're everywhere. So yeah, I don't know. I've been talking to a few people about what to do in the future for ribbons and things like that. There's some things that I kind of want to do and test, but I don't know if that's going to ruin the spirit. You know, I like the spirit of what the ribbons are right now. They're just fun and things like that. I don't want to get all like official and, you know, have like a big list of official ribbons and things like that. We'll see. I don't want to do, might not want to do all that. So yeah, and right now all the judges are giving their feedback and everybody's getting their MSP entries from the MSP section. So right now a lot of people are getting feedback and talking to artists and things like that. But I was talking to Jeff Davis and he has a good thing that he's doing. So what happens normally is people go grab their MSP entries and then they come to Artist Alley and they kind of want to talk to their judge that judge their piece. And a lot of times there's a lot of other people that are waiting. And so you're just kind of standing in like a big group. But what Jeff Davis does is he makes a list of your name and he gives you a number. So he's like, all right, name, and he gives you a number. And then, so that way you go down the list. All right, you're number 1, you're number 2, you're number 3. So that way, you know, like you can go talk to somebody else and you're not, you know, waiting in that big group trying to like talk to people. And so you can kind of just guess like, oh, I'm number 3, so I can see when he's on 3 and I can come talk to him, kind of a thing. And so I think he says that that has changed like the flow of him, and it makes it really easy for the participant to get their feedback. Sorry. I was getting message and I wanted to make sure it wasn't important for ReaperCon, like fires and burning down and things going catastrophic. So yeah, do you guys want to look at some of the MSP entries last night? I know that I'm sure some of you watched the MSP, but I figured we could go down and look at some of the best in shows and kind of look at the category like winners and things like that maybe. So they're already up on ReaperCon.com, which is pretty nifty. So hey, Golem Biwiski. Sorry, Jeremy. So this is Doug Cohen. Ooh. Oh, the picture's not changing in size. I can't make them bigger. But this is the Doug Cohen. He like this. There we go. Oh, there we go. This was the Doug Cohen piece that got, what is this, Best in Show 2024? What was the title? John Brown's Last Hour. Everybody knows Doug Cohen. Oh, it's a little laggy, huh? But there we go. Doug Cohen's John Brown's Last Hour. This got Best in Show here at ReaperCon this year. And so it's incredible. If you guys don't know Doug Cohen, he has a book on miniature painting, a really thick, big book on miniature painting. He's really good at his historicals and stuff like that, and he's a big time sculptor as well. So this piece has a lot in it, so it's pretty nice. Best in Show, first place. This one is my man Jared Greenwald doing the, what does it say? It says feline evacuation rays. He's working on the cat, and we'll scroll down here. Sorry, it's a little laggy, but he's using all the different mouselings. It's like a Trojan metallic cat. Man, this piece was very popular this year with all the mouselings and working on it. Oh, the Trojan cat, heroic tales from Squeak mythology. Jared is so cool. Jared's been a really big, I guess, I've always been a big supporter of Jared because when I was playing in a ReaperCon game run by Frank, Netheart Gaming, my character was a dwarf, and the character that I got was painted by Jared Greenwald. And so, you know, we've had this connection ever since he painted a model for me to use on a game. So I I think that's been very cool in that aspect. So, yeah, this piece was amazing, and seeing it in person is very cool, with all the mouselings and things like that as well, with the Trojan cat and all that. So, oh, it's so good. So this was second place, best in show, and then this is third. James Rice. What's the title of this one? Oh, it doesn't have a title. It's just called James Rice, his name. So this is the third place piece. Ooh, look at the polar bear. Sorry, I don't know why my laptop's laggy, but at least we can see it. I can show it off. Oh, yeah. Maybe. Here, let me fix it. Sorry. Yeah. There we go. I'll just show it off small like this. But James Rice, and then there's the Jared Greenwald piece. But, yeah. It's still a little laggy. It might be the Wi-Fi. It could be the Wi-Fi that's here. But, yeah, you can look at all of these things. So if you just want to, like, just the awards, you click on this and it'll take you there. It'll reload and it'll show you just the awards. The Kit has been doing a bunch of stuff over the year to kind of update the ReaperCon like MSP entry section, and so he's been doing a ton of work like that to do all that stuff. So, yeah. By hue. Oh, it's okay. So it's going to be all sorted by gold, silver, and bronze. I'm assuming. I haven't seen it yet, so yeah. While we wait for this to load, everybody's just walking around doing their thing. It's been awesome. I hope for anybody that couldn't make it to ReaperCon, I hope you guys can make it next year. I know we stream to try to help, show people what's going on and things like that. But yeah, it's kind of hard to split your focus between the people that are here to try to make it a good experience for them as well, and do the stream to make the stream like have good things in it. So it's kind of what the hard balance of all that is. So yeah. Let's see, we had Red River Cowboy by Jerry Allen. These are all golds, by the way. In the Quiet Places over there on the top, on the right side, by PK Asher. I haven't asked them if they did the background. I mean, obviously, but they're really good artists, so I'm assuming they did. And that's very their aesthetic. The In the Quiet Places right there. The Royal Dick by Adam Abu Yusuf. Man, there's so many cool ones. Oh, here's this. I love this one by Rhonda. The one in the middle here, the Tiki. Hopped Up on Weeby. That one's so good. Sally by Nick Barlett over there on the left. With the green armor. Oof. It's good. So, I mean, I love that these are archived on ReaperCon.com, because now you can just go look at all your entries basically from 2012 to now, and it'll be archived. So, Kit was telling me that a lot of people ask, "Oh, can I have the picture that you took? Can I have the picture that you took?" and things like that. For I want to put it on social media and things like that. But he's like, "Yeah, just go to ReaperCon.com. They're up right now. You can go grab it and download it, and you're good to go." So that's really good too. Big highlight here for me, Faz on the far right here, with Pizzazz Into Jazz and Plainer Razzmatazz by John Campbell. Coffee Nerdery Beard, if you guys know him. Coffee Nerdery Beard. Super, super, super fun. I think he got a Dark Sword, a special award as well. He got second place in the Dark Sword Miniature Award. And it's funny because, it's cool because now it says it. It says it underneath the miniature. So, Rest in Power, Fart Buckle by Sam Kress. Another double Doug Cohen right here. Oh, reloading. Double Doug Cohen, John Brown's Last Hour and Traverse Right, which I think he won Warlord's Diorama and Warlord Historical. So, Doug Cohen, known for his historicals, so he crushed it. Here's some Jeff Davis, Kara Curley. I'm assuming they're in order in some way. So these will probably be the last ones we look at. But if you want to go check out the MSPs like for yourself and go check those out, they're all on ReaperCon.com. just go to painting contest and look at 2024 entries. And so you'll see all of the awards, all the winners, everything, all the specialty awards and things like that. So there's double Cara here. Let me, there we go. Oh, sorry, the stream is gonna skip. I'm doing this on the fly, chat. Look at that. This is the Cara priest, the priestess that she did. I think this won a Moonlight Mini award, I think. I'll scroll down and see here in a second, but nice OSL. It refreshed. All right, well, I tried. We'll look at them at on Reaper Land and stuff in the coming months when I can look at them better. But yeah, I just wanted to show off Best in Show and stuff. But if you want to go look at them, they're on ReaperCon.com in the contest entries. And I have an interview coming up soon, so we'll probably cut to your security camera so I can get them mic'd up and get them on the set here with me. And then we're going to be talking to Midnight Heroes. So get all your Chibi questions, get all your Heriberto questions ready for me in chat. If you guys have any questions for Midnight Heroes, let me know. So we're going to talk to them, and then we'll probably go down for ReaperCon. That'll be it. I don't think we're going to be streaming for the rest of the day, unless we want to put up, nope, I think we're going to quit. We're done. Because we have a lot of packing up to do. We have a lot of cables. I got to go get a truck. We got to load all the cameras, everything. So the Midnight Heroes will probably be the last thing that's going to close out ReaperCon for us here in the streaming area. I look forward to seeing you guys on social media and talking to you at ReaperCon next year. So we're going to probably cut to a security stream real quick while we get mic'd up with Midnight Heroes, and then we'll be right back. So, all right. Bye, everybody. See you soon. Bye-bye.